Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Broken Wing Racing League. It is the Vees and Rays Championship, Season 11, Round 6. We are at Oran Park. The Grand Prix is the full circuit we are at today. Let's go to the race info here. Round 6, Oran Park, Grand Prix, the full track. Cars will be going under and over a bridge. Sort of a figure 8 style. It's one of the few that we have in iRacing. This race is sponsored by SimMotion, GitHub, Rdoks, and Jevicky Insurance Group. The race will be broadcast, or the VOD will be on YouTube, and if you haven't already, give our Instagram a follow. To our drivers here that we have with us today, we have 6 Rays and 5 Vees, as Michael Coate sends one into the wall. We're just a minute away from qualifying to start. Our Vees, because we're just looking at one, we'll start with them. Guido Marzucci, who we're looking at, Rodrigo Toast, Jason Chen, Joshua Justice, and Kyle Grouse. Those are Vees. Our Rays are Tom Smith, Michael Othon, Daniel Varon, Michael Coate, Lars Tyhouse, and Angel Binola Soto. And take a look at our championship here. Jason Chen is still leading the Rays with 1542. Daniel Varon in second, 1348. Tom Smith at B3, 1244. Angel Benoit Soto, 11 in P4, sorry, 1186. Lars Tyhouse, P5, 1152. Kyle Strauss, P6, 1105. Michael Coate, P7, 938. Right? Yeah. So P4, 5, and 6 are all within 100 points of each other, just about. So we're about to get ready for qualifying with the Rays about to go out. Tom Smith and Daniel Varon will be in battle for the P2 spot. Something I'm going to try is we're going to throw up the mini map just for qualifying, just so we have a better idea of who is where on track. I think we're going to show the initials. I think that would be a good thing to show. Lars Tyhouse being our front runner. Press the right button. There we go. Lars Tyhouse being our front runner here. Followed by Tom Smith, Angel Soto, Daniel Varon. Behind Daniel Varon would be Michael Coate, MC. Looks like Tom Smith will get a good draft from Lars here. And Angel Soto will probably get a better draft because he's got both of these cars in front. That is not a good camera angle. Right. I think I'm remembering this track now. I had to switch. TV1 was the one I wanted. Oh, there's just all 3 cars went off there. If we'll go with quick little replay there. Lars spinning in front. Tom going a little wide, and Angel just off there a little bit. Our lead driver is Daniel Varen, who we're on with right now. Not ideal. Will probably mess up the lap of Michael Cope behind. That's, yes, most definitely. I'm gonna say Michael Cope has to slow up a little bit there for that last corner. That was Michael Cope taking P1. Daniel Varen 1.1 behind. So far, only 2 drivers actually set a time. Our first 2 drivers out, we saw obviously a good spin there. And Daniel Varen with that seemed like an off, but it was still not counted as an off track. So clearly you can go quite wide there, but did not benefit from it as he was 2 seconds slower on that lap. Just about 1.1, sorry. Just looking at the big numbers on my other screen. Daniel Varen is getting ready to potentially set a quick time. First and second sector looking good. Third, not so much. We'll see how he does on the last sector. Last 2 sectors. He will put in a for here. One is okay. I gotta lie, the camera angles for down that pit straight are all terrible. All not very good down that pit straight. I'm gonna put this one on me for not talking to Mark Foley. Getting better camera angle set up. Tom Smith, 110. Fastest time so far, 110.669. Daniel Varen, 110.71. Lars Tyhouse at a 111.24, and Michael Cote at a 111.56. Angel Soto has still not set a time for us here. Let's go take a look at Angel. I know Angel is a quick driver and he likes to push the limits here, so that's probably just what's going on here. He's just pushing limits. Yeah, just pushing there just a little too much. Probably got the off track there, and probably have to try again on the next lap. See, there's no improvements there on his time. Would have been a 111.51. So even with what seemed like would have been off tracks, clearly we're not. We're just on the limit. So like I said, Angel likes to play with the limit, and I think he's now found it, and he's gonna just keep getting quicker with it. Go with Tom Smith here. Setting some quick times. Second, not so quick there in the third. If he's able to make up some time here with Eve, that is Lars behind. Need Lars Tyhouse behind. Forgot I had my mini map. TV2 just shows me that. TV3 shows me just more of the wall, but at a different angle. And TV1 gives me a close-up. Something I'll have to remember for the next time we come here, because I know we do race here quite a bit at this track. But it's just that front straight that's an issue. So I think we'll probably use the chopper for the start, just so we can try and get everything. Not miss anything that happens. Tom Smith. fast third sector. Lars Tyos behind, also a fast third sector. Tom Smith can do here. With he's able to improve his time. Was able to improve his time, but not his position. Lars did not improve on his time on that last lap. We're at just over 2 minutes left of the Rays qualifying here. Soto has put himself up into E2. I honestly didn't really notice that. Kind of just snuck by me there with Angel throwing it up into P2. Like I said, push the limits again, pushing more limits right there. But with pushing the limits, he's 0.6 seconds behind. 0.06 seconds, sorry, behind Daniel Barron for P1. So he still has a little bit of time. He could potentially get out there for one more lap if he went quickly, but I don't think he is. He might just be sitting it out in the pits. Tom Smith, Michael Coates, seeing if they can try their hand at a quicker time. And don't think Tom will. Michael might be able to improve here. But it might have been slowed up there by Tom. 50 seconds until the Vees are out and about. We will see how our Vees fare. Do have a Ray that is here but did not qualify, Michael Othon. Not too sure what's happened there. I believe he was in the practice session, practicing, actually put in laps. Wasn't really paying attention. So I was more trying to figure out the layout of the map of the track. To be honest, I've not really been around here too often and too familiar with the full track layout of this Oran Park Raceway. Familiar with the short track, which is more like an oval. It's always fun, but not with the bridge. That is new to me. Joshua Justice, our first V on track, out there very quickly. Rodrigo Toast is behind. Jason Chen just behind him, and Guido Marzucci pulling up the rear so far. Tom Smith is still on track and trying to set a lap time. He did cross the line just before the 10-minute mark, so this will qualify. It won't be like, oh, he started after the 10 minutes. He did start before the 10 minutes. He just got himself in. So we'll see if he is able to improve on this. Will not. We'll go right into the pits. So Justice. That was maybe trying to get some heat in his tires. He's just moving along. See how he attacks these corners here. All on his own. He's got no one behind to really worry about. To push him along, he can just focus on himself. Jason Chen so far having the fastest first sector. that chicane that the Joshua Justice went through and see on the mini map there. Guido's about to go through. It's more not even like a chicane. These cars are so low on power and whatnot, they just fly right through. 119.6 for Joshua Justice. White extensively there. Rodrigo Toast, P3, Jason Chen, P2, and Guido Marzucci taking the top spot there with a 118.5. That was roughly the times he was putting in practice. That was one thing I did notice. Same thing with the Vees. They were in the low 110s. So these are the times that we're seeing in practice. Go to our current pole sitter, Guido Marzucci. Go with the roll bar cam. So we'll see what I'm kind of talking about here with this chicane, which isn't really a chicane, as he keeps his foot in full throttle. One thing I do like about the Vees and this camera angle is you can see very clearly the gear that the drivers are in. See how they really take these corners and what gears they're in and see what's going on. If different drivers take different corners, gears. Did not improve on that last time. The only one so far that seems to be improving on their time is Regular Post. And now does have Jason Chen just ahead. Don't think that would have messed up at all with Jason Chen having a small touch of the dirt. Still think he'll be able to gain benefit a little bit off the draft here. Jason Chen also having a good lap through. Let's see how their times fare out. And they were both I say they were both deleted. Either they're both deleted or just too slow. His last was a 121 for Rodrigo Toast, and the last lap was a 119.28 for Jason Chen. So Jason Chen with the red, so I'm going to go with he had an off track. Rodrigo Toast. I think the off track that happened ahead did end up slowing him down. Why he has such a slow time. Joshua Justice trying to improve on his time from fourth. There is one V that has not joined us. That is Kyle Strauss. So we're at 4 Vs. That is an improvement from last week. Last week we had 3 Vs. So at this rate, we'll have 5 next week. It's fine. Small grids are good. Everybody stays relatively close, and the battling and the racing is nice and clean. I think everybody knows that there's not many people to race against, so you don't want to really take anybody out. Guido looking to potentially improve on his time there, and he will improve. Will he improve? I don't think he improved on his time, as per se. No, he did not. He did very close. My timing screen only gives me 2 decimals after the decimal. Today. That's okay. Jason Chen had a spin here. So a little red there on his name, or circling his name. So curious. He had a spin. And nobody really seems to be improving on their times right now. Like those first few laps that everybody set was kind of their fastest they could get out of muster up. Joshua Justice is extremely close to Rdoks and Jason Chen. Ito gets a good run, able to break the slipstream. He should be able to create himself a gap start of the race. If not, the draft of these Vees, again, very strong. And we're right behind him. I have nowhere to go. You ain't going nowhere. Still, nobody seems to be improving on their times. Everybody is in the yellow for the sectors. Ready to go toast, though. You able to improve. Gets a P2. Also, would be to see him take P1 away from Guido, finding 5/10 in 30 seconds is impossible. So he proves me wrong, which looking at his timing graph down below, bottom of the screen, does not look like it. That he will go right into the pit lane. Also Justice. Two cars on track, Joshua Justice and Jason Chen. See if they are able to improve on their times. From the looks of things on the trusty old timing graph, not looking too good. No improvement there. Mr. Joshua Justice. Mr. Chen rounding the final corner. Go right into the pit lane. And like I did last week, I forgot the Quali promo, so we will run that right now. And we are back, and we are looking at the starting grid for tonight. We've got, starting with the Rays, Daniel Varon and Angel Soto on the front row, P1, P2. Second row as Tom Smith, Michael Coate, and third row by himself, P5, Lars Tyhouse, as we only have 5 Rays tonight. And for our V's, we have Guido and Jason Chen. Guido P1, Jason Chen P2, Rdoks P3, Joshua Justice in P4. Michael Othon is a Ray, but did not qualify. But it looks like he is on track. Kyle Strauss did not qualify, is in a V. Does not look like he is on track with us. And that is our grid for today. We are yes, Michael Othon is here. He's on track with us. And here we go. Get ready to start us off. Chopper cam. So we're gonna have to do this for the start here. He's 2 wide with our leaders, 3 wide just behind. Wide breaks off. Angel Soto off the track there. Vees are fine. Angel Soto making it back on track, no problem. Did lose all of his positions, dropped right down to dead last. Michael Othon making his way back up. The Vees, we had Guido Marzucci keeping his position there. Rodrigo Toast as well. The Vees have held position so far. Only ones to gain would be Tom Smith, we're with right now. Pacing down Daniel Varon and Lars Tajos in P3. Michael, who's up 2 positions from P5. Michael Coate holding position P4. No gains, no losses there. Michael Othon up 5. That's just because he passed all of the Vees and our unlucky spinner of Angel Benel Soto, who was our P2 on the grid. In there, still following closely behind. As Guido seems to be pulling away slightly. Gaps are starting to form there with our V's. Back to our Rays here. Our top 3 still nice and close, and our back 3 also nice and close to each other. Just a couple small skirmishes here in our Rays as our V's are starting to spread apart, as you can see that even on the timing graph. 1 second gap, 1.7 and a 2.4. The TV1 here. No move is made, and Angel's Benel Soto going to make the move there on Michael Coate. Going to take 1 position back for P5. Good move there by Angel. Throwing up the inside. His next target, Michael Othon, just ahead at P4. First house is backed off just a little bit from Tom. Tom's starting to get back into that draft of Daniel. Down low right here. It likes to give me some weird camera angle. Let's just switch it quickly myself. Everything seems fine there. No moves are being made behind. Check out our V's. Joshua Justice getting close and closer to Rodrigo Toast. Don't think a move will be made into this corner here. But he has gotten a lot closer, and even Rodrigo Toast has been able to stay just in that draft of Guido. So we'll see what they can do with that, if able to try and capitalize on that. Potentially just try and force Guido into a mistake by just putting the pressure on, just keeping pressure, keep the pressure. That. Angel Soto. Here to top 3 in the race. See if Lars is going to make a move here into the first corner. Does not look like it. Angel Soto is too far back there behind to make a move on. Oh, and a spin there. The same spot he spun on the first lap. Not as costly as the first lap spin. Caught it there. We'll see if that will be a soul. And just a miss of the corner there from Angel. And we've now got Michael Cote just behind him, ready to bounce and make a move. Just ahead, it looks like Lars is getting closer to Tom. We'll go ahead to that, because the overtaking spot is into turn 1. That's probably where Angel is going to try and, or Michael Cote is going to try and make his move on Angel for his mistakes. We'll look at this and we'll go back to that quickly. And Lars is not close enough. It looked like he was close to there, but we did have a wall in the way. And Michael Cote not able to make the move, wasn't close enough there. He will just be biding his time, hoping that Angel will be able to make another mistake. Just capitalize on it. Tom Smith is holding Lars back for now. This Lars seems to be quite quick through these this bridge section, the under the bridge and over the bridge. That's where Tom is kind of able to, seems like he's able to stretch his legs a bit more on that front straight here. This isn't the hard part of the track. That is the hard part. So it seems Lars is just losing his time there on that corner as Tom is looking to now make it a potential move on Daniel. As I think Daniel had a terrible exit of that corner there. As it goes side by side, Tom Smith is able to take that with ease. Lars Tyhouse wasn't able to capitalize himself. Take it on TV2 for a little bit. Back here to our back markers, so to say. Angel Soto, Michael Cote. Michael Cote starting to have a bit more of a gap growing there to Angel. Angel is quick, but is prone to an incident or two here and there. If Lars is able to make a move on Daniel, Tom is eking his way into the lead, which is good for Tom's championship against Daniel. Not the last race. It was Angel that time. It was Angel and Lars that didn't have the greatest of races last race. Tom Smith, Daniel Varyn had got more points than Tom Smith last race. Just under 40 points more. Daniel Varyn did. So Tom Smith is able to get this victory here and get his points back and maybe a little bit more. Able to take P2. Won't be able to take P2 for this first half of the championship. That is something I did forget to mention. This is first half, so we will have a first half championship winner, and then we'll have an overall after the next 6 weeks, along with another. Oh, and what just happened there? I could hear that. That is our two, Michael Cote and Angel Soto. What happened there? I heard that. I don't know if you guys heard that too. Yeah, Angel's just hits the curb into the wall and just launches right back out. Nothing either driver could do. Just completely unfortunate for both. Angel's car is meatballed along with Michael Coates. Obviously, Angel's car was meatballed. That wasn't much of a car after that. Michael Coates is just unfortunate. Wrong place, wrong time for him. And Angel's Soto, nothing he can do. Even if he was holding the brakes, he was absolutely thrown from that barrier back out into the track. We're here with our Vees. We haven't seen too much of them lately, as the Rays are, or Ray drivers are, our only Ray drivers. As Angel Soto and Michael Coates are back out on track using their fast repairs. Ito has broken the slipstream of drivers behind, probably due to Joshua Justice and Rdoks Toast doing a little bit of battling and then losing the draft to Guido, which is okay. As we'll see how the Rays navigate going around our V's, and our V's navigate the Rays going around them. I think seems to be good. Building suit. Head here. It's looking good. And Rdoks Toast is kind of holding up these Rays, as Tom Smith is just able to fire along behind Guido, but he's now being held up by Guido himself, and it's allowing the Rays to catch back up. But he was able to create himself quite a large gap there, Tom, on with those Rays, or those V's, sorry. We'll see how they fare coming into this corner here. And you're able to get around Guido. Lars and Michael now trying to navigate their way around him as well. They do so successfully, but gaps have been created. The drivers aren't going to be able to rely on slipstream to stay close. They're going to have to try and use their own skill and abilities to catch up. Michael Coates is in the pit right now. I'm not too sure why he went into the pit again. I'm not too sure why he went back into the pits again. And he's still there. Maybe he's just called it. But Angel is also on track still. And again, got a nice little gap there. If Michael's going to make the move here in the first corner, does not hold steady. It's like Joshua Justice. Don't think he made the move. I think he was just defending the inside there. He is up 3 position. Rdoks Toast up 1. Jason Chen down 1. Take a look at the V's standings. Guido well ahead in P1. Joshua Justice P2. The standings. Ken Poulin, who's not with us tonight, P3. Rdoks Toast in P4. Just finishing the race tonight will merit him the P3. Ethan Orr also not here tonight in P5. Jason Chen is in a V tonight, but he's leading the race. Well, he's leading the race. He's not going to lose the raid championship this first half of the season with his points. No, it just kind of threw me off there because I'm looking for Jason Chen in the Vees, and he's not there because he's racing in the Rays normally. So Jason's just here for fun, having a good time. Take a look at our Rays. Still in a 4-man pack. Tom Smith with a decent gap ahead, 2.3 second. Yep, says at least on my SDK over here. It tells me something different. We'll just go with the screen. 1.3 second gap. Let's see what that means there. We're 1.3 seconds behind our leader. Our House 2.1. He's only he's less than a second behind Daniel Varon. He's well indeed inside the draft. Just getting out of it. Michael Althon very much in the draft. 0.3 second gap to the two drivers here. See if Michael's able to make a move into the first corner. We'll go to the roll bar. I don't think he's got it. No, he doesn't. That's unfortunate. Lars with a little kick of the back there. Able to keep it defending the inside, defending it nicely. Still able to keep the speed through that corner. Michael Althon is just going to have to hold behind, bide his time. We are getting near to the halfway point of the race. We are 17 minutes, 30 seconds in. 15. 45-minute race. We have Coco still in for his third pit stop now. Too sure what's going on there with Mr. Coat. Back on track, maybe? Nope. I think he might have disappeared. He might have said goodbye, farewell, Loa Vita Zane. See if Rodrigo's just able to use the draft, and nope, too far back for this time around. Back to our race here with Michael Coat, Lars Tyos. Michael Coat dipping into the pit lane here. As our first pit stop of the race here. See how it makes out. That is on lap 17. Just a couple minutes before the halfway point. is out. Nice. See here if our top drivers will go into the pit lane as well in this lap to respond. Nothing from Tom, nothing from Daniel. Will Lars respond on this lap? No, he will not respond. He's going to keep eking out these laps, see if he can go for the overcut. I'm thinking the undercut is the way here, as Tom lost his position from going off track. We saw the dust there. Not see the incident because it's not expecting just a spin there, just a spin from Tom, given the position he won to Daniel Varon, and that is not good for Tom's championship hopes here. Tom will want that one back. He needs to be ahead of Daniel. Cannot let Daniel get more points. Even though if they finished 1-2, I think Daniel would still win or get P2 in this half of the championship. But for the overall, this could hurt. This could hurt Tom, as Lars is now coming into the pits. Michael Othon is rounding. I honestly don't know what corner this is. Going up the bridge, getting ready to go down the left, and then the not so much chicane. Yeah, the not so much chicane, and then our final corner, I think. Oh, there's another chicane, that corner. We got it. Should have the mini map somewhere else just for me. I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I get lost. If Michael is able to beat Lars, Lars is just leaving the pit here and back full throttle and ahead of Michael Othon by quite a large margin. The undercut was not the way to go. With that being said, Tom Smith then is going to want to try and eke out as many laps as possible. Try and go one more lap longer than Daniel. If he can muster the fuel to do so. He also can't be making mistakes like that. Just little mistakes like that will cost in the end. Joshua Justice, our first V in the pit lane. We'll see how Jason Chen and Rodrigo Toast fare. I think Guido is far enough ahead not to have to worry about that. And as we just saw with the Rays, I will believe it most likely be the same with the Vees. The overcut will be the way to go with that. Said Lars was in the pits, so I think he was just close to the pit line. It said he was in, but he was not. See if Daniel is going to come into the pits this lap. He will not. Will Tom? He will not. Tom has his own board up. He would have been able to see that the undercut did not work and will be trying to either pin on the same lap or one later than Daniel to try and get that overcut. Joshua Justice is back out on track. None of the other V's have hit yet. Jason Chen, Rodrigo Toast. Closest battles on track, I would say. Lars and Michael are close as well, but these two are closer. Smith and Daniel Varon are also close. So you're getting up to the pit. We'll see if anyone wants to pit this lap as Tom bangs his rear right off of that wall. Does not look like he has any damage there. See as he drives by, looks fine to me. Don't think that will hinder any of his performance on these cars, because there isn't much to begin with. Well, you can't take much of something away that just doesn't exist to begin with. Jason Chen right in the gearbox of Rdoks. We'll go on board here. Battle box with it says battle for first in class, but we're going to call it the battle for second, just because of how far ahead Guido is with a 5-second gap. That is a 5-second gap. See if a move is going to be made here, or if the pits is what's going to happen. I think the pit lane is the way for Rodrigo, but Jason says, no, thank you. I would like to keep going. Gonna go try for that overcut. Joshua Justice. See if he is able to make the undercut work on Rodrigo Toast. Didn't see it work earlier with Michael Othan on Lars, so we'll see. Josh Justice was ahead, but only by about a car length. So Rodrigo Toast still in the pits. Give me a different camera angle. You can hear Joshua Justice making his way as Rodrigo is going out of the pits. This will be close, but I think it'll be Joshua's gets it. It will be. Flies by. Rodrigo just out of the pits. He's not able to make the overcut work. So both of our Ray drivers are in the pits. We'll see if anyone can get a position made here in the pits. Almost side by side. Not gearbox. Shoot, wrong one. Roll bar, please. So Tom Smith did stop sooner, so we should potentially be able to get out quicker here, depending on how his stop is. He's angling his wheel, ready to go. Oh, look at that. That's a good angle, too. Ready to roll, ready to rock and roll. Marginally. As Jason Chen and Guido Marzucci are both in the pits right now. Jason Chen out of the pits. Guido's still in the pits. What is going on there? I hate that it gives me his camera. Jason Chen passed Guido. Something happened. Must have happened to Guido. Entered the pit lane. Entered the pits again. It's just an entry the pits. What's the one? Yeah, so he's entered the pit twice. Don't know why. I've got nothing else in my graph that tells me he's back out. He's out in fourth now. Was leading by 4 seconds and is now. And Tom Smith is back in. What has happened there? Take me back down. Tom Smith has entered the pit lane. Past Tom Smith. Big event, down events, pit events. He's not giving me what has happened here to Tom. Did Tom just not get the fuel needed? Not too sure on that one either. Very odd. Michael Othon did make the move on Lars. Let's go back and look at that. Lars a little bit squirrely, allowing Michael to make the pass for P2. Yeah, very confused there with Guido. Don't know what happened there. Didn't get any off tracks or anything like that from him. And same thing goes for Tom Smith. And Baron has entered the pit lane. Guido went in on lap 21. Maybe he just tried to go one lap too far. Michael Althon spins here on our live screen. Just lost control and allowing Lars to retake his position, which is P1 now. Daniel Varon also went back into the pit lane. I'm gonna say, yeah, black flags for the two of them. I missed that just until the last second. So Tom Smith and Daniel Varon both had black flags. I'm gonna go with speeding in the pit lane, trying to beat one another. At least they both got it. Guido, flag events, please. Yes. I don't know why I had my flag event notification off there, but it was. We weren't able to actually see that. Tom Smith passing Daniel Varon for P3. This one, please. Yeah, beating him in the pit lane. After each of their black flags. Daniel Varon, yellow flag. Not too sure why he's got the yellow flag that is gone now. Yes, Tom Smith and Daniel Varon both got black flags. Tom Smith went in for his stop right away. Daniel Varon a lap later, and Tom was able to take that position back, putting him ahead on points, which is good for Tom's championship against Daniel. Go here with Michael Othon. Nearly a 4-second gap to Lars Tyos, who has inherited the lead from our two unfortunate frontrunners of Tom Smith, Daniel Varon. Guido Marzucci, I'm going to say the same happened to our resident Italian. The pit lane. That's all I can think of because I've got no off tracks from him, anything like that. So potentially, that's all I can think of. That's really it for that. We will go take a look at our Vees. Jason Chen comfortably in the lead there. Second gap, 4-second gap behind to Rodrigo Toast from Joshua Justice. Guido with his unfortunate, you can say unfortunate black flag. I'm not too sure what it is, but I'm going to call it the black flag just to make my life easy. And if it is, then I guessed right. If not, I'll get corrected. It's fine. Yes, with his unfortunate black flag, he's 28 seconds off of Rodrigo Toast, 38 seconds off of leader Jason Chen. Guido is a fighter, never give up. Right to the end. You never know. Maybe something like that happens to some of these other drivers ahead of him. He's still on the lead lap, so that's still good. Angel Soto and Michael Cote, I believe, are no longer with us. They are no longer with us. They had their incident at the beginning of the race and called it after that. They've either made up in the Discord or they're still yelling at each other about it. Either way. Daniel Varon was passed by Tom Smith and then had an incident as we were looking there. Oh, no, that was not. Sorry. Daniel Varon just had an incident. Thought they were two at the same time, but no, it's just an old message. Daniel Varon just having a spin there. Car looks okay. Doesn't seem to have any damage. Didn't get a flag, no meatballs, so car will be good. I believe Guido has entered the pit lane again. No, it's just the line and how this track is at times. We get too close to that pit line and it will flag it and tell me, hey, they're in the pits. It's like, no, they're not. Go Toast. Very far behind there. Cool. He's didn't qualify. Started dead last because Kyle Strauss didn't even grid. So started dead last. Has made himself all the way up into P2 through all the carnage that we've had and incidents. He's been able to keep it clean. He's had a couple incidents himself, but that's not without being said. He's been able to keep it clean for the most part, as all that dirt is from Lars ahead. Lars, you've got 7 minutes, brother. Bring her home. Relax. But you do have the pressure because Michael Othon is pushing. Last lap for Lars was a 110.8. Last lap was for Michael Othon was 111.04. So Lars still faster on that last lap, even with his off-roading. So he just needs to keep it calm. Keep it calm, Lars. Keep it calm. What would be Jason Chen up 2 positions from where he started. Joshua Justice up 3 positions from where he started. Rodrigo Toast up 1 position, and Guido down 2 positions. Sorry, down 3 positions. DNFs, Michael Cote and Angel Benilla Soto, and Kyle Strauss are no show, but kind of show. He's here in spirit. As we've got just over 5 minutes left until our race tonight comes to a close. And the drivers will be getting ready to look forward to the start of the second half of the season. We will be starting at Okayama International Circuit. The full course will just be next Thursday. Won't have any kind of week 13, week 6.5 or whatever. Just break it up into double championships, one overall. We'll have a winner for the overall, not the overall, the first half championship tonight. And like I said, Jason Chen leading our first half with 1,542 points. Daniel Barron, P2, 1,348. Tom Smith, 1,244. Drop weeks have already been applied, and from the looks of things, it will not change their drop weeks from this race from where they are of 3rd and 4th. And with Tom ahead of Daniel, and we'll take a quick look at the grid. Starting grid, please. Wait, don't want to show it to me anymore? No, it doesn't want to show it. That's fine. I was hoping we could see the qualifying, just so I can remember if it was Tom or, oh wait, I can look over here. All right. So yes, it was Tom that had a better qualifying than Daniel. So that being said, or no, Daniel had a better qualifying. Yeah, because Daniel qualified on pole. Yeah, okay. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. So with Daniel qualifying on pole, he'll get more points for qualifying. But if Tom is able to keep his 3rd place position here, he'll get more points in the race. Might cancel each other out, and I believe this would P2 would still go to Daniel Barron in the Ray Championship because Angel has been taken out early on by along with my coat. Angel is unfortunately, he will lose his P4 to Lars. With Lars taking this win, and Tom Smith, Daniel Barron having a small gap, one car to Lars. Lars might, with the win, be able to take P3, or at least just get close to P3 of Tom Smith. I don't think he'll be able to snag it from him with this win. Did qualify behind Tom, so Tom will get a little bit more points for that as well. Michael Coate is getting, or Michael Othon, sorry, not Coate, is getting real close to Lars now. Where if Michael were to take this from Lars, Lars's chances of P3 are well and down the drain on this first half championship. So he'll want to keep him behind for these next couple minutes here. Small off track there. Not going to affect too much with him. Coat is right there, bearing down on him. I would say he's probably got just a couple more laps to go before. Yeah, we're on the final lap. We're on white flag right now. White flag, white flag. So this is Michael's last chance to try and get Lars here and try and take the victory away from him. Lars just has to keep his nose clean. He's got a big enough gap and he's got enough pace. He just has to keep it clean this last lap and he'll be able to take this victory home and have a shot at taking the P3 in this first half championship away from Tom Smith. I'm not doing any exact math right now. This is all very rough an estimate of me just looking at championship on the Google Drive. And just guessing what kind of points you get for a win and whatnot. I think it's like 350 for the win. I think it's 40 for the pole, looking at, because I think Jason won and got pole round 2 and 3 and I got 390, so that makes sense to me. I'm gonna go 40 for the pole, and Lars is gonna take it with just a small gap. That was really close. Why was that so close? Because it was not that close going up to there, so that's why I was kind of looking away. But Lars able to keep the fast pace Michael Othon behind. Michael Othon, I'm gonna give him driver of the day, going up 8 positions, not qualifying, pulling a Trey misstack, but better. Very well done there. We're on with Joshua Justice. He's getting ready to cross the line and take P1. Jason Chen crossing the line for P2. I go toast P3. And Gino Marzucci already did cross the line. He was lapped, unfortunately, losing his position there. And yeah, we're at the checkered flag. Joshua Justice passed Jason Chen for P5. You mean P1? I want to say Joshua Justice or Jason Chen had a small off. We'll go back and take a look at that. Jason Chen ahead, Joshua Justice up the inside, or on the outside, sorry. Jason Chen seemingly just slowed down there. I think that was just a couple laps. I think one lap or on the lap of our final lap there. So we will give you the scenic results for the race, please. Not qualifying. Race results. What's the difference? No difference. So our winner for the race is Lars Tyhos. P2 Michael Othon, P3 Tom Smith, P4 Daniel Varon. Oops, I did want this one. Oh no. Daniel Varon. Oh yes, I did. Sorry, mixing myself up because yeah. And Michael Coate and Angel Soto, P5 and 6 in the Ray class, but they are down in P9 and 10 overall from their DNFs early on in the race. Joshua Justice, P1 with our Vees. Jason Chen P2, Rodrigo Toast P3, Guido Marzucci in P4. unfortunate instance there. We are gonna bring in our Ray winner. We got both our winners here, so we're gonna bring them both in, and we'll start with Lars here. Lars, congratulations on the victory there. It was a wild one. It was a wild one. You started. Where did you start? It was P4, wasn't it?
I started in the back. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even recall with who. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think actually Michael, I was battling, was with me in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. So you two had a great battle there throughout basically the entire race, and carnage ahead. How was it?
Yeah, that was a lucky one. Both Tom and Daniel catching the black flag on their pit stops. Yeah, no, I was trying to pit earlier than them to avoid the traffic and hopefully gain some time on them through that, but I still ended up behind them after their pit stops. But they had the black flags, so then it was just me and Michael. And shortly after, Michael spun out into turn 2, so I took the lead, and then I saw him creeping closer and closer because he was definitely faster than me. But yeah, I had enough or not enough laps left for him, I guess.
Yeah. No, that was it was very interesting. Yeah, the two black flags, it honestly caught me off guard. I was trying to look around, just looking for it a little bit. No, two black flags. Yeah, that was crazy. And then anything else you want to add?
Voice chat. I was on voice chat with them, and I told them, like, I swear I did not rig this. I had nothing to do with the black flag, but we were gonna review it after the race.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no tampering here with the admins or anything. Joshua Justice, congratulations on your win in the Vees. Ito had a good run there at the start, but I think he also had his own black flag. And your battles with Rodrigo and Jason Chen were very good. How'd you see them and have fun with them?
Yeah, so I pretty much figured that he had a black flag when we go, we were trying so hard to keep up with him. I don't know, what you were watching in terms of the broadcast. Obviously, I'll have to watch it back. But, the first 6 or 7 laps, we were just pushing so hard just to try to stay in his lap. And, lap 7 or 8, we fell out of his lap. And then it was just, Rodrigo and I swapping places. And we got to the point where I took the lead. Rodrigo gave me the lead again. And I was catching Guido by about 10th a lap if I didn't make a mistake. And the problem is about every third or fourth lap, I will make a mistake that cost me 3 tenths. And so I was making basically no progress. We went from like 4.5, 4.0. And then the Ford caught up, and I decided instead of getting slowed down by the Ford, I would duck it in the pit real quick and try to take the undercut.
Okay.
And that kind of worked, except Jason came out of the pit like 3 seconds in front of me. And I'm like, well, okay, he must have been fuel saving because he never took the lead in the pack. And so I'm like trying my going to catch him, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm gaining like a tenth every lap on him, but then I make a mistake. It cost me 3 tenths, or in one case, a whole second. I ran off and got stupid uphill, and it cost me a full second that lap. And I was like, that's it, And then all of a sudden, I see the relative taking down, and he's getting audio in my view, and I'm wondering. Again, we're about 2 laps to go. I look down and I see I've crossed the line. The leader was like 20 seconds behind me in the Formula Ford. And I'm like, I've got a certain amount of time left. I'm like, oh, dang, we're going to get the extra lap. Because I did like the math before the race. We're probably going to have 34 laps because always the possibility in multi-class that when you're the lower class, if something happened to the lead crowd, they may not get there in time, and so you wind up getting an extra lap. And that's what happened. The leader Laura was 20 seconds behind me, and that's not enough for him to catch me and lap me, and to also catch and lap Jason. And so therefore, we're gonna get the extra lap. And that basically, I took enough fuel. I always take enough fuel to account for that possible extra lap in multi-class when I'm in the lower class. So it worked out in my favor because Jason was running out of fuel.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was trying to figure what happened to Guido, and yeah, him running out of fuel, having the extra lap, that makes a lot of sense. Just gonna
Yeah,
look
so
at the.
I think we took our black flag in the pit,
Oh, we
probably,
did. Okay.
because, yeah, that will make the most sense. So it looked like the pit entry wound up affecting both classes, and, you know, that's just one of those things. This track has a very difficult pit entry, especially when you're in a pack.
Yeah. No, it is. I believe actually also Joshua, with this win tonight, I believe you've taken the first half championship of the season here.
No, we
with,
go, got it. So he's gonna drop. He's
no,
gonna
this
drop
is with
this week.
no, this is with drop week included already. Before this race, Guido was at 1,540, and you're at 1,413. You winning this race and Guido finishing in fourth could be enough for you.
That doesn't really make a lot of sense, but okay. Cause didn't he win 4 races?
Let's see when the bot comes by.
Yeah, I'm the bot's not fast enough. I want him to do it now while we're live, so I can see and I can tell you.
I'm gonna say I don't see it happen either, but let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like we won 4 races and he got almost as many points. He got more points than I did in the heat race. Like he didn't win every heat, but he got more points. So I don't understand how, because he's gonna
Yeah.
drop this week.
It's 130 points netto already, so I don't think that's gonna work out.
Yeah, I don't see how that happening because he won every race that wasn't a heat race except this one.
Yep.
And he won 2 of the 3 heats. So I don't see how, even if I finished second place to him and everything, because he just dropped it when he got 4 wins and 2 out of 3 heat wins in 5 weeks. So
yeah, 4 wins. This would be the drop week, being his lowest position being this week. So his 1540 would be it. So all you would need to get would be 130 points, 137. More than what he gets tonight. So, I don't know what he's going to get tonight for P4, to be quite honest with you. But that would be pretty cool if you won. Can I get to tell you now? No, I probably won't get to tell you now. No, it was very good racing from the two of you. And yeah, we will be happy to see you guys in the next half of the season.
yeah, I mean, it was a good race. It was just very, very stressful because we spent so much of the race like not in, you know, a path where you have that grab and you know where you stand. But when you're undercutting, you got drama with the pit. It, you know, you're not where you finish. You're not finishing where you expect to be on pace, basically.
Yeah. No, but it was still well managed by everybody. We had good racing all around, clean racing as well for the most part. I think it was just that one incident with Angel and
Here's the point.
Michael Coate. Yes, Michael Coate. Yeah. So yeah, you still P2 there, Joshua, and Guido is our winner for the first half championship. Honestly, I thought he might have got less points for this, but I guess not. I will know for next time. And Lars, you were 50 points back from taking P3 from Tom.
I just noticed it, yeah. And Daniel ahead of me. I mean, Ji and Chen being first is no surprise, really.
No, Jason Chen being first. I think he knew he was going to be first no matter what, just because he has such high in points and didn't have a drop week, which is I think why he went and just drove around in the Vees this race.
Right. I do think I
we
jumped
could have done the
Angel.
same thing. He could have went to the lead for a race, but he didn't want to.
Yep.
I do think I jumped Angel with him crashing out today.
You did, yes. I noticed that earlier on, towards the end of the race there. Yes. So, no, yeah, that was very good from both of you. Thank you for coming on for the interview. This was a long one.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Thanks for hosting us, Jeff.
Oh, thank
I'll see you on the next half.
Thank you for racing, and yeah, we'll see you guys next Thursday.
See you.
Have a good one.
Yep, see you back to you.
All right. And with that being said, tomorrow is Friday. It is Formula 4. They are racing, I don't know where. It seems to tell me. Round 6. It's at Summit Point. This will be the final round of Formula 4. They will be cutting the series and the season short to make room for something else. Something is in the works. Working on something cool. We got GT3 on Sunday night that is broadcasted by yours truly, Jason Alvarez. And the rally, yes, rally. That's the other one I like to mention. Spanish rally, week 6, finishes on Monday at 12. So till 12 noon on Monday, I believe. 12 noon on Monday. So rally is it. That is everything from me tonight. A quick thank you to our sponsors again, SimMotion, GitHub, Rdoks, and Jevicky Insurance Group. That being said, I will see you guys next time.